Let's go, 9S.
To be?
Right, you're probably right. Talk about it? No, it's personal stuff you don't need to know about. It's for me and me only, okay? Thank you for the gifts. Like, no one needs to be in my personal life. Like, geez.
Yeah, geez, guys, why are you trying to get so involved in Tophia's personal life and, know about that shit? It's not like she's sitting here for hours on end hinting at it non-stop. Her entire content consists of her sitting here and ranting and raving and bitching and moaning about her daily life. We know almost everything there is to know about Tophia because it came from Tophia's face today. Yeah, kinda gross, I know. I'm thinking the same thing you are. She was scrumming her younger... or whatever the fuck she says, and this was someone she was talking to, and now they haven't messaged her back, and she's a bit sour about that, but it shows you that, meaning this is an over-the-internet relationship, and she said she was up all night talking to this person, and look at the big smile on her face today.
Okay, in all fairness, this song might get you a little bit pregnant. Everybody looking at me like I got a problem. Cause I got the smile on my face. It's the biggest smile you've ever seen. You wanna know why I'm smiling this hard? I'm about to get some sex. Yes. I serve it right, and I'm about to do my best. I be looking like, damn girl, you look pretty. You the finest chick up in your city. My cash right and your ass nice, and it's cool that you want a big toe. Hold up, wait a minute, pose up. Let me get it, let me take a picture with your clothes all hanging different. That's the type of shit that turn me on. From the rubbing when you moan, we can do it to the moan. Now wait a minute, damn, I'm just too excited. Hot damn girl.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Thank you. I'm sorry. That was perfect.
Yeah, kinda gross, I know. I'm thinking the same thing you are. She was scrumming her younger... all night talking to this person, and look at the big smile on her face today. Yeah, kinda gross, I know. I'm thinking the same thing you are. She was scrumming her younger... or whatever the fuck she says, and this was someone she was talking to, and now they haven't messaged her back, and she's a bit sour about that, but it shows you that despite saying that she's not going to give out any of her personal life, she ain't going to do it, she just kept dropping hints over and over again, because she wants to talk about this, she wants to rub it in people's faces that she has some boyfriend, or someone she's talking to, but no matter what, she'll always slip up. She'll say, oh, I can't...
Oops. He didn't really betray us, Command did. TLDR.
Let's go after her.
Say that, but then in a rage be like, yeah, you're just jealous because I got a boyfriend from Kentucky and you don't. And it's like, oh, fuck, I did it again. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the catfish guy never texted Tophia back, and she was right back to her angry, sour self the next day. And some of the claims she makes in this one are even for Tophia standards, absolutely fucking crazy.
No, you don't tell me what to do. It is my page. Like, why are people telling people what to post on their page?
Because we can.
Are y'all the ones getting paid, or am I getting paid? Because, okay. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's right. Okay, so I'm the one that's getting paid, not you. So, I mean, not paying enough. It's not paying enough because I literally cannot use social media 24/7. I don't, like, how many times do I have to explain that?
Or rain, thunder, or snow, or even amidst the rising flames of war, they were always together. They never understood why, and yet they spent their lives nestled together, forever. Forever and ever.
I make money, just like everyone else. It's not free money.
Pascal, this is 9S.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine. But there's something we want to ask you.
Of course. Anything.
Actually, it needs to be in person.
Understood. I'll open the gate we built to deter enemy invaders. You'll be able
We
to
can
reach
just
the village
teleport.
through there.
Pascal doesn't have to do this. We can just teleport.
This is job, but for me it's not a job. Okay. It doesn't seem right and it makes no sense. You know what I mean?
Right? You know what I mean?
That's
Not I
crazy.
mean, bruh. Not I mean.
Like,
It's just
you guys
crazy,
want
bro.
this to be your job, but then it's not a job for me. Do you know how much money people
I just
make
stream
on
'cause it's fun
YouTube?
and I have free
It's like
time.
millions of dollars. Why would I want to give that up? Why would
I
I
upload
want to
VODs
like
because it's interesting to do
not
it.
make a lot of money? I was destined to be a business owner and make money. Okay. Okay. You don't know anything about hard work. I was going around yards in my gated community cleaning weeds and yards for money. So talk about hard work.
She could have cleaned Nova's
That was
house.
actually labor.
Gotten the weeds out.
Me and my brother did that for money, and we
My
did
brother
get
and
paid.
I, you mean?
So that's what we did. We went from house to house and asked people if they needed their yards cleaned, because the homeowners association does not allow like weeds and stuff. And since they don't have anybody to do it, I was like, well, why don't we just go around and make a little cash and clean yards? That's what I did. People don't know hard work. Like,
My friend and I
let's
cleaned
be
houses.
For real. Like,
Well, why don't you go start a business like that again, Tophia? Go get like a couple trash bags, go knock on doors, offer to clean up houses. I guarantee you'd have a little bit of money on your hands. But no, in your mind, it's content creation or nothing. And then she tries to make the point, well, why can other
Homie
people be
still is.
content creators and I can't?
body's been
Tophia,
weird.
you can be a content creator all you want. You just have to make stuff people care about. You sitting here and bitching about your life all day isn't going to be like entertaining unless somebody makes it entertaining. Like, imagine if this video here, like 40 minutes in, was just like, yeah, man, my friend Chuck, all right? Chuck owes me like $50 that I fronted him at the casino, and this motherfucker has not paid me back. Like, hello, you don't just take money from your friends and not pay it back. I'm really sick about how people treat their friends, honestly, because it's like, how are you going to treat your friends like that when they're being generous? Whatever. Back to talking about like Polynesian racial issues.
like it's crazy that you tell people not to do something. I really think that we need to evaluate the way America is going and fight back against these corporations, these large companies, and literally do something about capitalism, because it's not helping people. It's not helping people. Let's be for real. Why are you working a 9-to-5 job and you can barely afford? You can't even really afford anything. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a nice truck. But let's be honest. A lot of you guys work a 9-to-5 job and you can't afford to live. And you think that's how you're supposed to live. That's not how you're supposed to live. If you literally like took to the streets and protested, if you actually used your voice, then maybe you would get a living wage. But you just take whatever is given to you because you're told that. I don't want to work for someone and make the money, especially because I'm going to be working for the rest of my life. And then for what? Oh, sorry, we can't give you your Social Security. We can't pay you that anymore. It is so crazy to me that we need credit for things when America is in $1 billion or $1 trillion in debt. The money that is being printed, money does not exist. Use your common sense, because the money that we're using to spend does not exist because we owe $1 trillion in debt. We're $1 trillion in debt. And how are they printing money when they're $1 trillion in debt? Make that make sense. America's $1 trillion in debt, but they still have money to print for us to use and spend. Do you imagine you being that much in debt and you still got money being, and you're spending it? Like, you can't spend money and be I do have money. I don't have much, but I do have money. I'm not broke.
Prove
It's
it.
common sense. Money doesn't, like, when people say like, oh, you don't have money. Okay, I don't have money. I do have money, not
Prove
much
it.
in my bank account, but why is it that people are so fixated on jobs and money when you yourself hate going to a job every day? Ask
like
yourself
it.
that. You're telling someone to do the same thing you hate doing every day. I don't want to go to a job to make people money. It is so crazy that all of these rich people will sit here
That was my
and
Discord if you
hoard
heard
all
it.
of this
It's on my
money.
Steam Deck
Do
still.
you
Hold on.
know that the richest person is like what? Jeff Bezos is 100 billion. Imagine if he took some of that money and housed all the homeless people in America.
There it's
He
down.
could do that with the
All the
money that
way.
he has right now. No, but he's taking lavish trips, having this lavish wedding in Venice or wherever
need to
he
do
had
these.
his wedding with a bunch of rich people who take jets that pollute the air, that they fly on these jets, these private jets, and literally pollute the air because they don't care, because they live rich. They could sit and sip a glass of wine and not, and they could literally go a whole year. They could take a whole year off.
Everything you just said over the last several minutes is all fine and good, Tophia. Yes, people probably should make more at their jobs. But guess what? What is saying all of that going to do for you right now? Like you saying, oh, we need to get to the streets and fight for living wages. Why does that matter to you? Because everybody knows even if jobs offered like another $20 to $30 an hour, you'd still fight it off and say, nope, not going to do it because TikTok's the path for me. You're right, the world sucks. Most of the wealth is hoarded by the same few people. But guess what? What is that going to do for you? Like sitting here and ranting about it instead of actually trying to find a place for you and your mom, or at least the money to get that place, is crazy to me. Because it's just another example of Tophia being like, hey guys, let's all let's all go yell at Jeff Bezos and tell him to give free houses to homeless people. And she wouldn't give a shit about this if she wasn't homeless herself. So now she's trying to blame the rich
That's
people
how I
of
feel.
the world and the government, any employer, people who work actual jobs. They're kiss asses apparently in her mind for just going to work for people and make the money. All at the end of the day, these are all people she's using as excuses for why her life is so
she wants
shitty.
us to use
If she
work
just
money to
got
pay
up,
her.
worked a job, she would make enough money if she saved it.
Also, if everyone did content and no one worked otherwise, then no one would have money to pay anyone for content.
$100 an hour, Toph would not work.
Because it's like, you don't even get the you get the protections that like undervalued contractors get. Sorry.
Guys are so dumb for working for other people. Oh, I can't believe you're
All the
working
whales
to make
have
other people
like
money.
work
You hear
usually.
yourself? It tells me that you have no semblance of any idea on the real world. You spent the last 30 years of your life before the shooting just sitting around doing nothing 90% of the time in free housing or housing that you guys barely had to pay for. And you're gonna sit here and tell people that you know what hard work is like? It's just something completely asinine for someone like Tophia to say, because Tophia is literally like the textbook example for people who don't want to get a job, but she'll sit here and just talk down to people in their jobs all day long.
There is no reason why there should be any family shelters. There should be people that are housed. They should literally, they don't even have all the programs they have to house people. They're not really housing people. They're not really giving any housing to people. What are they doing with this money? They say they got vouchers. They don't got vouchers because they're not giving anybody vouchers. I'm a victim of a crime. I can't even get a house.
Did you hear that? That little line answered so many questions for me. Number one being that when Toph says, I'm working on getting a house, she's calling some government agency just demanding for a free house. And she's genuinely confused on why they're not just supplying this, because as she puts it, she's a victim. But knowing what we know now and how she's been apparently kicked out of the homeless shelter, well, I mean, they're keeping Mama Chu there, not Toph. They view Mama Chu as a victim. They're probably going to let her stay there as long as she needs. But Toph has to get out there and find something. I wonder, and I highly doubt this is the case,
bro.
but if they'd have no problem like housing her and Mama Chu if Tophia could prove she's like bringing in some source of income. And again, I think that leads back to her being so active on TikTok this week and being like, hey,
On the clock.
look how
DJ,
well
turn
I'm
the
doing,
speakers off.
No, but really, she's
nice.
using TikTok to be
I'ma
like, look, this is
fight.
my job. I'm a content creator, and they are obviously not going for it, and so she's in the position she's in right now. But another question that was answered for me is why she was always saying they were going to get a house even with the small amount of GoFundMe money. because she believed they were going to get it for free, and then all the GoFundMe money would be hers to splurge once they finally moved into their new place. And now she's probably like a deer in headlights realizing, oh,
Or a moose.
fuck, I spent most
A
of
moose
that
wouldn't
money
give a
already,
fuck.
and now
A
we're
moose
not
would
getting a
just
free
fucking
house.
move.
But I can't believe she really thought this. Like, she must have heard from somebody, oh no, victims get like put into a place, you'll never have to worry about that again. Maybe like the night it happened, or maybe like the day after, she was like, where are we gonna live? And someone said, don't worry, we'll take care of it. And that's been enough for her to be like, all right, it's settled, you will find us a new house. But it shows that she truly did believe everything she was saying a few months back with that, you know, she's going to get a house and she's going to get all this stuff because the internet owes it to her, life owes it to her. She's saying it there about her business a few minutes ago. She's destined to be a businesswoman. She's just trying to will this shit into existence, and it's not happening. I've mentioned it in other videos, but Tophia has a very childish mindset.
You have to be a businesswoman to be a
businesswoman. I don't think that's
businesswoman.
because she has a
Sorry.
disability or anything. I think it's because of the environment she grew up in. Did Mama Chu
Yeah, I
ever
know
work? Did
disabled
Papa Chu
people
ever
that
do
run
anything but
businesses.
scam people? She just expects a happier life and a new place to fall into their lap because that's what she's been taught previously.
They can start
she
their own
sees mom and dad
businesses
sitting
and
at
run their
home
own
all day,
businesses.
but then somehow, some way, even after getting kicked out, they're back on their feet again at a new place. How did
I
that
can't
happen?
run a business.
She doesn't know, but you know, guess what? It worked out for her. But guess what? We have a giant problem now. I guarantee you, Mama Chu either did something, Papa Chu either did something, or maybe Brother Chu
I thought
did.
our giant
Brother
problem was
Chu's
her
gone,
vagina.
Mama Chu's like still recovering, and Papa Chu is Papa Chu. He's out of his mind, and he has actually a court hearing today, I think, for like 10 different charges. And so now it's solely up to Toph, and all she knows how to
Big
do
Toph.
is just call people and ask, hey, when is this free house gonna come? Hey, when is this free money gonna come? She knows no other way to do this. And again, I've mentioned it plenty of times, but a job is not an option.
It's greed. Greed. Money is all about greed and power. They're greedy. They love to keep people in poverty, and then you love to blame people that are in poverty. I'm in poverty because I'm homeless. Let's be truthfully honest. They love to have power, control over people
Who's they?
that are homeless, because
Which they?
it's 10 times harder for someone. If you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth and of a rich family, you would not be homeless. Let's be honest, if you have more opportunities than someone that doesn't,
Rich people have
you are literally not gonna be
wealthy
homeless.
people, maybe. Rich people blow all their
Man,
money.
what it would be like to be lucky to be born of a rich family, then I wouldn't have to go through this, right? It's a fact. If you're born of poverty, like my family's been homeless since I was a baby. That literally, like, that
Her
doesn't
family
help
in
because, look, we're still
particular is really
homeless.
shit with resources.
Liar. No, it's not. If you look up weapons of math destruction, math, like
Math?
you know, numbers, math. If you read that book, it very clearly explains why people are why poverty is the way it is. Why people literally assume that, like, in certain zip codes, when it comes to groceries, all the healthier foods could be expensive in certain zip codes. Like when people say, oh well, the healthier food is cheaper for me, yeah, because that's your zip code. But if you go to another zip code, because I've noticed this, when I go to several different Walmarts, the prices are different. Haven't you noticed when you go from one Walmart to another, the prices are slightly different? That's because of the zip code. It's common sense. If you're born of poverty, you're always gonna be homeless. That's the way the world is. That's the way it works. That's life.
That's not what? What? Ladies and gentlemen, hold up. I know all of you are too smart to ever take any advice from
I used to be homeless.
Tophia, right? But if in any way, anything she just said even slightly resonated with you a little bit, please have some fucking faith in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't just go.
I also believed in myself and was a tenacious bitch the whole while. And I realized that a portion of that is just fucking fortune favoring me. But, like, you know. It's not an excuse.
I'm born poor. Looks like I gotta stay here forever now.
Born poor,
no,
gonna
some
die
of the
poor.
greatest success stories of all time are people who were born of poverty but became like world famous, rich as shit, Tophia.
Yeah,
And
that
you
nice
can't
Hebrew
just
boy
tell
Jesus.
People, hey, that's the way it is. Sorry that you weren't born rich, but it looks like you're stuck here with me on the corner forever now. Not at all. People should always be striving to do better in their life. That's the beautiful thing about it. You can always pull yourself out of a rut no matter how bad it gets. You can't just remain stagnant and go, this is life now. I'm not gonna try because the world's got me down and I'm
This person must definitely LARP as Melania. Milan, whatever the fuck. We're playing Elden Ring in my head. And she much like the dancer in blue, they don't stand still. They're just always doing shit. They're always up to shit.
just gonna give up. Once you do that, you've lost. You've let the world win. And Tophia, it's very clear right here that you have just given up on everything. If you're going to sit here and say, I'm poor now, so I'll be poor forever, you probably will with that mentality. But if you stand up and say, fuck this, like, fuck this. You just had it, too. Like, did she not? She just talked about how her and Brother Chu used to have a little business where they'd go around and clean yards. I guarantee you, something like that, Tophia. Go around and clean. Like, you could start something. You could probably start your own little business. This is something you talk about dreaming of, but these TikTok dreams have you so polluted that you won't ever give it a shot. I don't know, it just really seems to me like you're pigeonholing yourself into being poor forever, and the only chance you have to get out of it is by like an ultra viral video or by suing trolls and getting some money out of it. I don't know your real line of thinking, Tophia, but this is all types of skewed. And again, just don't ever listen or take advice like that. You can always do better. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make light of a serious issue too, which is poverty and homelessness, but I guarantee you if there was like any homeless person who had the platform on TikTok Tophia had, they'd be using it to be like, hey, here's my daily life living here on the streets in Albuquerque, let me show you how it goes.
There's the nice homeless man in Japan. He's really cool. We love his content. Like, his content is explaining his life. Why he lives the way he lives, the items he picks. Like, we like his shit. He's super cool.
All right, around 7 a.m.
Try to find him
I
again.
try to find like a public bathroom to try to like wash off my hair, wash off my face. But I'd watch that. I'd fucking watch that. And I know you guys probably would too. It's like, this is fascinating. Like, this dude got a phone. He's documenting his whole life right now. It's tough for him, but he's going to get out of it. And yeah, I know it can't be that case for everybody. Again, not trying to make light of poverty because like people who like really are stuck in that shit may be stuck in that shit. But I'm speaking on Tophia's case in particular here, and it's like if you wanted to get out of it, you could. In the next clip you're about to see, she's going to talk about her uncle. And I don't know if you guys know this story or not, but her uncle actually did come online and was ranting about Tophia, saying she's the—
We love this person's content. Striving for van life.
And then I was like about to go. Okay, I finished cleaning up. Perfect. That building itself, it's gonna open like 9 or 9:30. And I know there's like a working space and like shower and all that kind of stuff in there. So yeah, I want to edit in that building today. Yeah. Let's wait. I need to poop-san. I need to poop-san. Noma-sans, I was editing at that building, and then I was like about to go, and I saw this like a business card. Yeah, there's like a little message. It says, if you like, can I listen to your story? Should I contact him? He even have a YouTube channel. Yeah, let me check.
Collab time, let's go!
He looked like he's living here, and doing farm. Yeah, wait, I still need to finish my editing. Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, these kind of encounter is always good, right? This is like journey. あ、おはようございます。昨日電話した鈴木です。おはようございます。Noma Sans. I called a guy. Yeah. He actually had like a YouTube channel and like, you know, there's like description and, you know, like his little self-introduction and yeah, I was like super interested. Yeah. Basically, he's not from here, but he moved to this place a couple of years ago, like 2-3 years ago or something. And right now he's doing farming. He said, maybe if you come to my farm, that would be the ideal. He said he's gonna come here in 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll wait, and definitely I wanna ask like his reason why he chose this town, you know? Because living here is not in a best situation right now. Work, you know, even hospital, transportation. Even the government say there's no problem with the nuclear power plant. I'm so sure a lot of people have like little doubt. There's many things you have to consider to move here. I was checking the website of this town and there's so much Akias on sale. You can find something that's like 7,000 USD. But of course the condition will be bad if it's cheaper. Maybe it's far from the town and a lot of stuff is breaking and maybe there's so much trash you have to like get rid of. I don't know the requirements and the detail, but I saw like the town will give you like 15k USD to support if you move in here. The town is really trying their best to bring the town back to how it was. Yeah, okay, so let's wait son.
I want to go to Japan. I have familial reasons to want to go. Sentiments. That deep sentiment.
斉藤さん、どうもです。ありがとうございます。
私昔乗ってたんですけど、
そうなんですね。なるほど。
ちょっと興味が多分旅行だな。
まあ間違いなく雰囲気はそうそうで。
原付か50cc。そう
なんですよ。
そうするとまあ千葉か神奈川か東京からかなと単純に思ってました。
なるほど。
ナンバー見て、おいちょい待て。これはちょっと話。
なるほど。
Mopedza. Oh my gosh.
今日も朝の5時から。
そうですね。
やばいっすね。もうそんな取っちゃうんですね。
まあヤングコーンして。
マジですか？いけるんですか？こんなフレッシュでいけるもんなんですか？
試しに。
じゃあすいません。いただきます。
はい、どうぞ。
I want it.
すごい。甘いですね。
I want it.
すごい。
I want it so badly.
結構出てくる。Tomato.
Okay. There's a reason I love hanging out with farmers, and this is basically how hanging out with farmers goes. They're just like, hey, I was working on something. You want some? Yeah, I mean, I've got the big farm, but here's also here's my pet project. You want in on this? And it's like, yes, please, my dude. Yes, I love tomatoes. And baby corn. Oh my fuck. See, clearly someone is like 30,000 views 11 hours ago. Nomad Push, shout the fuck out to Nomad Push. Outstanding fucking content, 10 out of 10, would absolutely recommend, right? Like, Big Toph is like legit being put in a, if Big Toph listens, Big Toph can like have a better fucking shot. We'd think, right? Nomad Push, outstanding content. Hold on, I'm living vicariously. Eat my ass crack. Hold on, this is good. I need this.
全然美味しいです。すごい。
I want to hit my ears.
ピーマンでこれはもう
若干罰ゲームかも。
罰ゲームピーマン bell pepper I don't know if this is gonna be good
Bite into it.
辛くはない OK bell pepper
意外かもしれない。
feels like
I love bell
feels like I'm
peppers.
getting like a penalty or something じゃあちょっといってきます
お水用意した方が。
I'm scared でも
Can I just say that Chairman Kaga has bitten into so many bell peppers that watching someone with perturbation strike across their face in the face of a bell pepper has destroyed me. It's more easy to coerce this person into eating uncooked corn.
でも言うてですねなんか
大丈夫。
なんか普通にピーマンって感じです全然罰ゲームな感じないです
I love fresh bell pepper. Oh, it's so good.
すごい。Yeah, it was actually pretty good. ね、やっぱちょっと興味あるのがここに来た。そうですね。
My stepdad and mom could speak Japanese well. I just was never proficient. I did other languages that weren't dramatic
そんなもんで
languages.
すか。へ
でただ双葉町自体は実際人が入れて住める。
You'd love this channel. I swear. So I thought I'd make sure that I put it in your faces. I'm gonna, like, legit, this is going to my watch later. For, like, later watching. Okay, thank you. Big
The
Toph.
reason I can't talk to my sister.
We're abandoning Big Toph. We'll leave Big Toph on a good note. Smokey, you're awesome. I just can't deal with this bitch. I like your content. Wish you the best, bro. I just don't like this bitch. What? She's a fucking dick neck. How the fuck would I... It was nice watching, like, Mr. Klein's new... I want to say long form-ish. I have no clue. Wait, do we have a multiplayer now? Oh, you're playing the multiplayer. Okay, you're playing 6. You're playing 14. Never mind. My brain's broken. My brain just took a shit. You're not playing the multiplayer. I might go back into multiplayer Final Fantasy. I've been talked to about Dune. So I need to find an RPG to settle down with. I've had my fair share of combat games. I can keep playing them for days, but I need some variety in my biscuits. I got a shooter I like. Fortnite, yo.